The Association of Chartered Certified Accountants, ACCA, has planned to make a complete revamp to its existing curriculum and course structure. Why, would you wonder? In an evolving age where the requirements of businesses are different and the world in which we are operating has also undergone a change, the question is the old way of doing business, is the old way of doing financial reporting or decision making still applicable? Well, all of that is going to change, and ACCA, being the proactive body that it is, has decided to bring about a complete overhaul, a complete revamp in its course structure. I'm sure you have been reading all about it on social media platforms. I'm sure you have watched the ACCA official video as well. So let's try to understand what is the new ACCA approach all about. ACCA, in its endeavor to keep up to date with the changes in the world around us, has increased its focus on sustainability, on data, on technology, and on artificial intelligence, and they are seamlessly integrating that across all the subjects. The ACCA profession, as we know it right now, has three levels. The knowledge level, which has financial accounting, management accounting, and business technology. The skill level, which has corporate and business law, performance management, taxation, financial reporting, auditing and assurance, and financial management. And along with that, it also has 4 papers at the professional level, out of which there are 2 compulsory papers, strategic business leader and strategic business reporting, and 4 option papers, out of which you have to pick 2. So the point here is this current set of subjects and the current approach is undergoing a change. Now what is that change? Now there will be 4 levels: the foundation level, then the knowledge level, then you have the skill level, which we till now were calling the skill level. Now it has become the expertise or the expert level. And then of course you have the professional level. While the preliminary level is only for those candidates who do not meet the minimum eligibility criteria, the overall scheme of ACCA now has 4 levels, as I told you, but only those who do not fulfill the preliminary eligibility criteria have to write that level, which are basically the foundation level papers in bookkeeping, in recording costs and data, and these aspects. The knowledge level in the revamped structure, or the knowledge level equivalent in the revamped structure, will have 3 exams. Which 3? You will have financial accounting, you will have management accounting, and you have business law. Now business and technology as a paper has moved out, so 3 papers at the knowledge level. You advance to the skill level earlier, now you are advancing to the expert level. At the expert level, of course, there's going to be a lot of emphasis on technical expertise in subjects. Now what are the papers under the revamped expert level? There are 5 papers that you have to write. Which are these 5 papers? There is taxation, there is financial reporting, there is audit and assurance, finance and investment, and performance with data analysis. So what was performance management earlier now has a higher chunk of data analysis also included in the syllabus. And the professional level, or the final level, which earlier had 2 compulsory papers, strategic business leader and strategic business reporting. Strategic business leader as a paper remains, but strategic business reporting is now being replaced by a paper which will have a huge chunk of sustainability related reporting as well. So these are 2 compulsory papers, and earlier you had to pick up 4 papers. Out of 4 papers you had to pick up 2 papers. Now out of 5 papers you have to pick 1 optional paper, and that means now you only have 3 papers at the professional level as opposed to earlier 4 papers. Now out of these 5 papers, which will have a mix of taxation advisory related exam, then audit, risk and assurance, then advanced financial management now has become corporate finance, then again there will be an advanced version of performance with data analysis, and a separate paper only on data science. Now all aspiring professionals have to choose which paper out of these 5 do they want to write. Now this decision will depend heavily on how exactly do you want to advance in your career. So you have to bring all of these things together at the time of decision making and choose the 3rd paper, which is the optional paper. How many papers do we have now? 3 paper at the knowledge level, 3 paper at the professional level, that's 6, and 5 papers at the expert / the skill level. So a 13 paper ACCA exam has now been reduced to 11 papers. The point is, these changes become applicable from the year 2027. They are not applicable right now. So students who are working and who are writing their exams as of now in the September or the December sittings, literally nothing changes for you. These are changes that will kickstart from the year 2027 onwards. Now, some of you have reached out, or rather so many of you have reached out and you have said, sir, I have already written 3 papers. Should I wait till 2027 to write the 4th paper? Well, if you are willing to waste that much time, waste another 2 years before getting your affiliate status, then of course you can do that. But I'm sure all of you will realize that time is of the essence here. Time is the most important factor in decision making. You would be much better placed if you write the exams at the earliest and not wait for the year 2027, and then you suddenly expect to become an affiliate with whatever number of papers have been completed. So don't do that. Are these the only set of changes that ACCA has brought about? The answer is no. Well, I will be making a series of videos every week on the changes brought about by ACCA. Today, all I did was I spoke about the changes in the levels and the reshuffling of subjects, merging of subjects, and so on. Later, of course, we'll be talking about the professional experience requirements, the practical experience that you need to gather, and all of these aspects to complete your knowledge of how the ACCA profession is transforming. To understand what these changes are, please download the Plutus Education app and do subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you have any questions regarding the changes that are coming for ACCA curriculum, all you have to do is you have to drop a comment and our experts will be reaching out to you to clarify any questions.